Well, good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Get this thing set up. I know it's just been crazy. I haven't done my show in a few days, but I have been really under the weather bad. I get to make all my selections here on YouTube. This is the things that take time when it's just you by yourself doing this. So good morning, Tab. Give me a second to get this stuff all together here. And get my charts where I need them. There we go. Okay. I know it's been a while since I've done the show here. It's been a few days. Still fighting the cold. Had physical therapy yesterday, and boy, they worked me over good. My whole right arm is pretty numb today, so I was taking some medication. I passed out good last night. I just literally just woke up 20 minutes ago. So having my coffee, fix to go over these charts here, and just as I was sitting here looking at this, Bitcoin just literally just nosedive. This is 30-minute chart. Horrible for everybody that's holding alt right now, because everybody has some high hopes that things going up. And it decided to come back down. As you can see, we had some liquidation down here. There's a lot of liquidity down here below. And so Bitcoin's naturally going to come pick up that liquidity. There was a lot of it here, got taken out down here. But on the long term, there is a lot of money sitting down here that they're not going to let go untaken. So just my opinion, keep an eye on between 36 and 35, because Bitcoin could possibly try to come reclaim some of this. Not saying it will, but it's definitely in a nice spiral this morning. New York Exchange opened up, and you can see the first thing right off their agenda was to just drop it. And go to 15-minute. Let this refresh here. Yep. US Brinks dropped it. New York continued to fall. So I have a mark down here. There's a channel line that runs through here. I know this is really diluted where it's hard to see a lot of things. This is a channel line on a small frame. So 38,565 is about over here. So if it keeps kind of coming, works back up and goes down, I would keep an eye on 38,565. If we break through that, or if we just do it like just shortly, about 38,573 over here be 565. So it gets further down as it goes. Look forward to hopefully bounce off that. If not, this yellow line here is a major trend line. We break through this mark down here. Let's copy that. We break through this mark down here. whether it be straight down here at 38.52, down here around 37.978. That's a major channel. We break through that, we're going to 36 easy. I mean, that's just, we're going down here. Go ahead and get this liquidity picked up. So this is my opinion on Bitcoin. Just showing you where it's going, what it could possibly do. We're just breaking through a lot of fibs here, breaking through a lot of stuff. Let's go to 1 hour and check it out. So, you know, you can see this major channel line here, and here's a minor one there. You know, yesterday I had this channel drawn up because I knew it was going to go up and try to grab all that up there, and it did. And then came across here, settled down, and I think this is right after the Fed meeting. Boom, popped up, and we had all of our fun. And yes, I set a long or short up here at 39.995. Not exactly 40K, because I had my suspicion that it might not hit 40K, and it did. It went right to 40,063, I think, right just past that line, and it went back down. And I took a healthy short on Bitcoin. So, and I'm gonna let it run. I don't know how long, but I have a suspicion we could see 35,000. So I'm gonna leave that short run for quite a while. It's currently, let me look at it. I'm currently at 127% profit on it. So not bad. So let's look at everything else that's going on in the charts today. Let me minimize this here. Get over here. This is my other charting on Bitcoin. I really wanted it to go down here and hop back up to 40,000. That's why I drew it out to pop back up and then drop. I can see it didn't make it. So we'll pull this down because it didn't make it. I'll leave that one up there. Horrible. Take that to 30 minutes. We'll bring this over. And we can see it dropped right here. Right out there. So maybe we'll get a bounce here, come back off. Clone this here. So just making some little marks, hoping we'll get some bouncing here. If not, this thing is just gonna just drop like a rocket. So and the thing is, you know, gotta pay attention to Bitcoin because, you know, a lot of people say, oh, it's just Bitcoin, who cares? It controls a lot of the alts. You gotta watch it. If you're trading altcoins and you're not watching what Bitcoin's doing, you're setting yourself up to rude awakenings, because alts will not continue to keep rising. You will have your few that will continue moving with Bitcoin. So as that's being said, let me enlarge this. We'll get into our alts today. So I just refreshed all that. I'll change the rest of this as it goes. So who's leading the pack? Wow, AVT leading the pack today with a whole whopping 6.8%. Like it went up there and hit the 200 moving average a few times on the 1 hour. Let's get down to our 30-minute time frames. There's nothing spectacular, really. I mean, it's just a little dip back up sideways where it was. I'm not seeing any awesome patterns on it. How about GLM? Yeah, we're going to have to look out further. I have to go to 1 hour. I have to check out the 1 hour patterns to see if we're going to have any kind of. See this? You can see here it's coming down. All this stuff is getting wadded up a little bit here, so it's going to come down. It's all set up to start pulling down. But once it does, all this stuff will load up and start making its turn back. And you'll start seeing a lot of coins pop off later this afternoon, if not tomorrow morning. So it's definitely getting set up. And that's why I see in these coins that are currently in the 4 or 5%. They've had their runs, they're turning around, or they're coming back down to get so they can get set up for their launches later tonight or tomorrow. Let's get down here and look at some of the worst ones. KNC nosedive. Look at that. Just right off the chart, just went downstairs to the next level. That's crazy. Yeah, it's down 10%. Let's go to the daily. See what KNC. So it had a nice run up. It's just pulling back. So not too awfully bad. I guess I did chart this. So actually KNC looking good. This coming back to this all-time high back, or this high back here. I won't call it all-time high because I don't know what the all-time high is currently. So looking good for people who are wanting to buy back in at a lower price. Not too good for all those people holding up here. Yeah, so we charted right over here. So on the daily, it's flattened out here on the MACD. The 5-1 chart is cooling way down, so still looking good there. It just looks like we just need a little turnaround. Getting all loaded up on the 3 hour here. See that? So this is working up to the 0. It's already above. It should cross under. Actually, this is above on the 3 hour too. So maybe they'll both get a bounce here. Get a nice pop off this on the 3 hour. So definitely looking good. So that's the difference between the top of the chart and the bottom of the chart. The ones at the top still need to come down and get set up. The ones at the bottom are already in the process of almost set up to take off. You can see how it's pulling everything down. Get it down below this SR line, this orange line here. Get all the waves down below here. Get a candle to come back up, and then boom, off to the races. KNC definitely getting set back up, looking good. I would keep an eye on KNC for this afternoon. Hour chart. So yeah, a couple more hours. KNC's looking good. Well, that's fine. It's the reason I hate to say it. It's the reason I kind of slacked off on the show is because the viewership has been really low, and I'm actually thinking about just not doing it anymore. So this was kind of like, okay, it's 9:30 my time. It's a lot later than the 5:30. I figured I'd get in here and try a later time schedule today. And if today's time schedule flops out, I might just divert my time to doing something other than charts in the show. There's a lot of people out there doing charts, and some of them cover it way better than me. You know, there's people out there that got a whole team of people working in a studio. They got this covered way better than me. I'm just doing this for you guys who are in my stream and all my members. So like I said, I would divert my time better to doing coin reviews than I am doing charts for everybody. So my morning show, I ran it for 30 days straight, and it wasn't gaining steam, it was just average. But for my time and my value to put in is, I think, is more directed to my reviews versus people wanting to see what the charts did. So yeah, there's not a whole lot happening today. Bitcoin, I mean, Bitcoin is the story today. I hate to say it, but it is taking everybody over. Let's see what's going on here. The DXY dollar index, it's up 0.92%. JPY, Japan yen, is up. When those two are going up, Bitcoin's coming down. S&P 500, it's up a little bit, or it was up, or it's up from where I was looking at. It's down. So basically, if you look at, take out Ape and Jasmine. So if you look at the S&P, the Dow Jones, the money index here, DXY, JPY, if these two are rising and all these other ones are dropping, you know, Bitcoin's going to fall. Then you look at the total crypto supply. This is everything. Bitcoin, every altcoin. This is $1.7 trillion. That's everything in cryptocurrency. And yesterday it peaked out at 1.794 trillion. So that's 794 billion. So, and now we're down to 743 billion. Right down here. 739 billion. So it's dropped quite a bit. A few $100 billion just ran out of the market. But also as it drops, the value of altcoins drop. So we definitely see what happened coming up to, let's go to the day here. 1 day, 12 hours. This is leading up to the FOMC meeting. It spiked up. After the Fed meeting, we're coming back down. Yeah, this is where we were the other day when I was saying we're in the 160s a couple days ago. So a lot of money has came in leading up to the Fed market. And then now after this announcement, everything's dropping. So you can kind of see how this fluctuates with Bitcoin, because a lot of the money, a lot of the value follows Bitcoin or is in Bitcoin. So I'm just looking for patterns in here, and yeah, there's a W pattern here. See here, goes up, spikes off of it, then it collapsed off that W. You know, but it did get a little spike up here, top off over it. You know, a lot of people say, well, this could be, you know, maybe it's the bigger W that we're looking at. It didn't take off. It still broke down. So there's so many different ways to look at these charts and say what's going on. People get scared, make their profits, whatever they do, they take their money and they leave. People pull money out. Some people are saying that, you know, we're going to get a $34,000 Bitcoin. A lot of people are yanking the money out of Bitcoin here. They're going to let it drop, get down here at 34 and pick it up down there. You know, that's where they're leverage trading their coins just like what you are in your altcoins. So here's this channel we're trying to get back into. That's what I was talking about earlier. So, and I drew these right here saying that, you know, here it's going to work its way back into the channel. So didn't expect it to come straight down into today. But it jumped out yesterday or day before. Yeah, yes, it was yesterday. And here this half of the morning it's trying to get back in. Could get a bounce off this and come back up. So, but if it doesn't bounce off this, we're going to fall back into this channel, which would I get a lot of these little stickers over here. If we do drop back in this channel to where this is, that's 37,688. If it drops in down here a little bit lower, it's 37,253. If we were to go to the bottom of this channel, that's 35,000. Now, a lot of people say it's crazy, but you know, here's a resistance line here. 35,88.85. There's 35,966. You know, even if it just keeps following the channel and comes all the way down, it's come to 36. So this is what I try to get people to pay attention to, what's going on. Market Cypher's got a green dot, but everything's coming down. The volume's coming down. MACD's coming down. The RSI is coming down. You know, if we get a cross on all these right here, this is on the 12 hour. If we get a cross on these right here, it's going to keep coming down. So this is a couple of channel lines I got marked out here, so you can see as it comes through here. 35.8. So just put that right there. Possible low right here. So I do think it's going to drop back down this channel, and kind of show you why I see that. You know, let me pull this down here. This is a long-term channel. It's ran up, it's hit this wall, and it has ran this, bounced down, dropped out, ran down, bounced out. Tried to get out here, went back into the channel, all the way down to this channel, and here we are. Just broke out again, just like up here. A little breakout on top, coming back down. So it's trying to get back into it. So we'll see. I know I got a mess right here. We'll see if this gets back into the channel and continues coming down. And then on the long term, I got this right here. This is a wick right through here. This is a trend line based off of Bitcoin back in here. So this is on a 12 hour or a 1 day chart, however you want to look at it. I got that trend line. But this is definitely what they call a bull channel. It's going to come down, push this bull channel. And when it does break out, it's going to take off and break out pretty heavily. Just like this channel here did. It came down, slowly curve, boom, took off. So another thing to keep an eye on is between here and here, we hit the same bottoms. This was, you know, a nice trending upward trend for the short term here. But when this made this high here and came back, it was almost a dead break even bottom. We didn't get a higher low. It was an even low. That's why I don't think we're going to continue taking off. I think it's going to come back down in this channel. So just my opinion, not financial advice. I still think we're headed down into 35, 34 area. But never know. Bitcoin can surprise everybody. Get some world news about how Bitcoin is going to be used worldwide as a global US dollar or something. You know, it might blow up and change. But I still say, you know, I agree with some people. I agree with what I see. Where's my cloning tool? I just lost my clone. So I think this will probably be the breakout point. And just, they've got to get past this first. But if it is, I think this will be the breakout point where Bitcoin will make its return back up. So, where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? There it is. So, this is where I think Bitcoin makes its break back up. And I'll leave that there. So, whether I'm right or wrong, we'll see. That's pretty much all I got to cover, Tabitha. Let me cover Jasmine for you. I know you're into Jasmine. You're curious about what we got here. So this is 12-hour chart on Jasmy. You can see where I drew this right here, saying it was going to run out of this and keep going up. That was hopeful. A lot of us wanted to do that. We see we're back here where it broke out and pretty much pulled back. Same thing here. But I got this trend line back here. I drew this wall back. It's, you know, I almost actually got a flag right here. We never broke out that flag. Even with the announcement news of Binance last night, you're getting listed. It got a nice run up right off that bottom of that flag, right up to the top of this chart here. Bitcoin's doing it still. It's pulling it back down right here. So, I mean, can it drop? You know, if it drops below this channel line, it's not good. And that number for this right here, let me get blown up here. Right through there. I mean, it could do it sooner. If it does it, let me go to 1 hour. If this was to break out in this hour frame and come down the next hour or two, that is at 179. Not saying it's going to go there, but Bitcoin's pushing a lot of things down. It's possible. You know, you can see a few other times it's been pushed down here. So definitely not out of the question. So, and we can see everything is just getting decimated and coming down. So keep an eye on it. It's going to come down 179. If not, come on, tool. There. We break down to that one. The next line down here is going to be 175. And if it, like I said, if it goes past that, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's just going to keep getting decimated. I don't have any more lines here to really draw off of. That right there is going to be the bottom for you. Hopefully don't go any further than this right here. 172. So 172, 175, 179 is this channel. So if it breaks 172, yeah, it's just going to free fall. And I know you guys don't want to hear that. But how much lower can we go? I mean, this is the last bottom it had. 170 was total knockout bottom over here. But we gotta stay higher than 170. So another thing, Tabitha, is I got videos. I'm so far behind on videos. It's not funny. I still gotta make a video for you and some of the people on how people want to use the same chart I'm using. Market Cipher, all these signals. They want TradingView and they want to set it up. They'll know how to use it. So I do need to make a video, but I'm trying to get my voice back to where it feels better. Any chance it might move up? No. I mean, I'm looking at Bitcoin right now in a complete death spiral. Bitcoin's like just beeline right for 38,000 trying to break through it. Today, if there has to be some strong news come out about Jasmy today to turn this, to stop it from bleeding. If Bitcoin was to get down here at 38,000, go sideways, then yeah, you could probably see this kind of go sideways and try to recover. And then every time Bitcoin tries to push back up, you'll see altcoins really start turning green. I mean, if you look at it this way, it's kind of a good thing versus a bad thing. I know altcoins are going to bleed out right now, but if Bitcoin was to run down, say, to 32,000, 33,000, And a lot of altcoins will get decimated and pulled back, but they're not going to pull back as far as what Bitcoin's going. So when Bitcoin decides to go all the way back down and then stop and start cooling off, all these alts will start recovering a little bit. So when Bitcoin decides to start moving back up, then you get this huge rally of altcoins exploding. You know, some people see it different. They say, oh, Bitcoin's going to hit a blow off top, make its all-time high, then alt rally. Works both ways. So right now, I don't care what altcoin you're in. There might be a handful, 2 or 3 taking off. But everything's just bleeding to death today. So Jasmine, like Bitcoin just kind of stopped and produced a 5-minute green candle. And you can see it in Jasmine. As soon as Bitcoin stopped and produced a little green candle, Jasmine stopped here. But it's not pulling back and it's not pushing down, it just stopped. I mean, if you look at the 5-minute chart, yeah, you can see the green candle where Bitcoin stopped. So now Bitcoin on 5-minute, 15 minutes, printing more red candles right now. It's pushing back down, and you just watch these just keep bleeding. So I quit talking in chat yesterday on the other stream because it didn't matter what I said. Everybody, there's a lot of people saying Jasmine this, Jasmine that, going up, and I tried to make a comment yesterday about it. It's not going to keep going. It was going to, you know, it was already at the highest point in the low 2s. And somebody told me I was wrong. So I said, okay, I'll shut up and let everybody decide on their own. And I did. And here we are today. It's just, I don't care what altcoin you're in. It's not going to just continue going and going and going forever. It will have its ups and downs. That's the reason we chart it. I mean, what we want to see here is this not to get any lower than this here and keep trending an upward trend. Even though it has its retracements, we want it to keep up forward, moving up and up. So that's progress. This is how progress works. Just because we got up doesn't mean we're going to stay up. It's got to come down, gain more people to hold the coin. And as more people hold this coin, that's the thing. There's a lot of freaking coins out there. So the more coins that get put into a wallet and held, not traded, just held onto, it's more volume to make this not want to drop as much. So that's what makes other coins that was small, you know, small amounts valuable, because some people, large whales, will hold them. It will keep them from dropping to a certain level. So that's all you can hope for, you know, is this get, you know, stay in this direction here. Hope it keeps pushing up. You know, you see it drop below that right there. So now you just pretty much create a new upward trend off the same area. Right there. So hopefully that holds. If not, then we're coming down to here. And if not, we're down to here. Once you get down to 1759757 area, this is the total loss of your upward trend from back here. And then 172 is just going in reverse. That's the deadline of going back in reverse from where all the progress was started. So these are, you know, some of the things you gotta watch. That's the reason it's good to learn how to do charts. I mean, it's not awfully that bad right now. So Bitcoin took a huge dump. Several, whatever, $1,500 down. Jasmine, this is 1 hour, so Bitcoin started dumping. Jasmine took a 6% drop. Bitcoin, larger time frame and numbers, 3.3% drop. That's a large drop, especially on a coin that's $38,000. So it's almost like 380 times, or actually it's 38,000 times more of a drop than Jasmine. Well, you know, money wise. So like I said, Bitcoin makes a stop somewhere along the way. Jasmine's going to recover. It's going to get down to a certain point where a lot of people are going to see value and they're going to start buying it. You know, that's all you can hope for. More people see value, more people buying it. So Jasmine, still in the upward trend, still looking decent right now. But like I said, you got these certain levels you got to watch for. And if it gets below 172, it's totally just like starting all over from last month or so. However many months it was ago when it dropped. April 30th, we're way down here. Took the big plunge. There's the bigger plunge down here. The 1705. So you can actually say that it's still somewhat in an upward trend off of this here. That's still kind of upward movement. So even this is a low from back in April. It still made a higher high over here. Even though it smashed it down, it's still a higher high. It's not that big of a movement higher, but it's higher. So Jasmine's got some great hope. So I wouldn't give up on it. It's not going to be a coin where you're going to jump in it today and next week you're going to double your money. That time will come, but I don't think it's here yet. So this is accumulation time. People will pick it up. When it comes down cheap, pick it up, DCA yourself down, build your bag up, and when the time comes for Jasmine to make its run is when you start DCing some of your profits back out. Me personally, I wouldn't start taking profits till this thing gets over 4 cents, around between 3.5 and 4 cents. It will go there, just not today or tomorrow or this week, unless we get some hellacious Bitcoin rally out of where we're at now, and Jasmine gets some good news. Then you could probably see some nice rally up to your mid twos, but gotta let it get it still going. Morning TNX, how you doing? As I was telling Tabitha, I'm probably not going to do the morning show much longer. It's just eating up a lot of my time. I've been doing it for over a month now, or right at a month. It's not picking up viewership. It's not taking off. So I need to divert my time to doing my reviews and videos for everybody else. So this will probably be the last morning show unless I just pop on and want to cover something. Bitcoin decimation. Yeah, look at that. There's that channel line I just marked earlier. It says, oh, wow. We're back in the channel. Or at least that, okay, are we in the channel? Or is that just a short-term one? Let's go to the daily. Screw it. Yeah, just broke right back through it. Boom, right back in that channel. I know, brother. I wish you would have got out of that ape when you did. Because we're back in this channel. It's getting decimated. We're coming down. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good because I took out a short at 40,000. 39,995 is my number up here. Here's a call I heard. It was 40,037. I put my buy-in at 39,9995. I did a 40x short, and it's because a few of us believe it's going to go into 34,000, 34,000 area. So it's back in this channel. If it bounces, it might bounce the edge of that channel back down. So just got to keep an eye on it. But if we get down the low part of this channel, where this line right here is, that's 35.8. If we get really low down here, which I think it will get down here, it will break out around here, around 34,337 and start making its move up. But this has been a long-term channel. It's been running this channel for a while. Been trying. Okay, that's cool. Good to hear that. Yeah, Market Cipher's got a green dot on the daily. But yeah, it's pulling back today. That was yesterday. What does the half day say? Yeah, green dot. Nice push up, which it did. Now it's pulling back, fixing to cross back under. So on the 12 hour, I can see about dinner time this getting a red dot. 6 hour here. 3 hour, cut in half. Yeah, there's the red dot on the 3 hour, the breakthrough. Come back in. So that's a little steep right there. But yeah, don't call me crazy, but I think it's coming, dude. I hate to say it, but she rallied up, she come back down. Still got higher high. Look at this here, you know. So it's up. But it could potentially come right back into that play. It might get a bounce right there. It's gotta be keeping it higher high, higher low. It's crazy. Yes, it is a nice short. I'm almost up 200% right now. So 182.3% or 183% right now and growing. So not bad for 24-hour purchase. I think it bought 24 hours ago. Up almost 200% of my money. Had a 40x long or 40x short, excuse me. But and I've been using that BitGet. Use that BitGet. It's in my description. If you want to learn how to long and short, there's a link in my description. Go in there and sign up for BitGet. And there's a simulated mode. Try it out. Use it. Play with it. Use their money first. Learn how to use something before you try to lose your money at it. This is the informational business. The more information you have, the better chances you get at doing better. So, believe me, a lot of us dove in this head first and lost a lot of money years ago. Learning as we go. So, self-education is what can help your pocketbook. If you're not willing to put in the time to learn, you're just going to get totally wrecked. That's all I can say. It costs to learn. You'll either learn by research, videos, watching other YouTubers, and listen to a lot of it. Some of it with a grain of salt. Some of it, you know. I mean, I know as a new person, you don't know what's real and what's not. You just got to pay attention to what a lot of people are covering. But learn your charts. Learn how to go look up a coin. Learn how to find the white paper. Learn how to do your own research. So that way when you hear somebody talking about a coin coming out or a coin that has great potential, go verify it. Go check it out. Go verify that information. Just don't take their word for it. I mean, if you're willing to go to a channel and take somebody's word for a coin that you're willing to put your money into, that tells me you're willing to go to a dating site and let your friends choose who you're going to marry. So, be your own boss. Don't let your friends choose for you. So, that being said, I'm going to kill this live stream. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. I will definitely see you